to the DolphinsTalk.com podcast, the most listened to daily Miami Dolphins podcast on the internet.
Miami's got the Dolphins, the greatest of all.
Come on, Dolphins fans. Time to fins up.
We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl. Cause we're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number one. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number one.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the DolphinsTalk.com podcast today, as I have a very special guest, someone I've wanted to talk to for a very long time. Miami Dolphins head coach, Faux, Mike McDaniel. Mike, how you doing today?
Mike, it's great to be here talking to you and not working.
Yeah, I mean, it's St. Patrick's Day today as we record this, and where else would you rather be than on the DolphinsTalk.com podcast?
Yeah, this is the place to be, dude. DolphinsTalk.com.
Yeah. So how's your off season so far? You have taken a vacation since the season ended in January. What's it been like since the last game of last season?
Dude, it's been a great off season. Done some traveling. Went to Colorado, which, as you know, I'm from.
Yep.
And I also was in Indianapolis at the NFL Combination, also known as the Combine, and had a lot of fun.
Awesome. Yeah, so I knew you grew up in Colorado and you moved all over the country as an assistant coach, but how have you liked living in South Florida since you became the Miami Dolphins head coach?
I love it. We've got a lot of sunshine here and humidity, which I didn't grow up with.
Yeah.
And I love Cuban coffee, especially cafecitos.
Okay.
And in fact, I just had a cafecito. That's why I have so much energy right now.
I know, it's radiating through this interview. You are so high energy right now at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were at the Combine too, like you said, in Indianapolis. Are you a fan of heading there every year to the Combine to see the college kids up close? How do you like the city of Indianapolis? Are you a fan of that whole process?
To be honest, Mike, I hate it. And if I never had to do it again, I'd be very okay with that. But I understand it's part of my job, and I learned from Kyle Shanahan, that sometimes you have to do things you don't always want to do, which is why I'm on this podcast.
Well, I do appreciate your time today for sure. NFL free agency has started about a week ago. Have you gotten much sleep? What do you think about all the moves that your team has made so far?
It's been a lot of work, more so for Chris than me. But I'm really happy. I love Zach, our new backup. We have been talking a lot through this thing called FaceTime.
Oh, wow.
And we're already working on plays.
Nice.
So really happy with Zachary Wilson.
The Zach attack. Yeah. So, Very excited to have him in Miami to back up Tua, of course. Now, last year the Dolphins missed the playoffs. What went wrong, and why did the team not meet their expectations?
It was a long season, and 17 games to be exact. And we started off pretty bad. And we had some injuries. Not to use that as an excuse, but we played much better the second half of the season. And we just got to get off to better starts. And that's something that I'm working on. And I'm well aware that this franchise hasn't won a playoff game since I think before I was born.
Year 2000 to be exact.
2000.
Yeah.
And that's on me. I got to make sure this team's ready from game one.
Yeah. A lot of fans would really hoped and would like to see them win a playoff game. It's been far too long, but we still have faith in you as fans. Now, your starting quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, we know you guys have a close relationship. Do you still have faith in Tua as your starting quarterback, or are you now shifting over to Zach Wilson, and has he now caught your eye?
Part of my faith as a man of faith is to put my faith in Tua's arm. And every day I pray to Tua's arm that it will continue to excel. And, me and Tua have a great relationship. We meditate every day together. And he's a great guy. And, dude, I have all the faith and confidence in the world in Tua.
Wow, you guys meditate together. That's going to make some headlines, I think. I don't think many people know that. So that's some breaking news here that you're sharing with us.
It's called transcendental dolphin meditation.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out myself. Tyreek Hill, obviously a great player on your team, but he always seems to be getting in some sort of trouble off the field. Have you spoken to Tyreek in the past few weeks, months, about what advice can you give him to just try and stay out of trouble, try to stay out of the headlines off the field? Because it always seems to be something.
Me and Reek have a great relationship like I do with Tua. And we actually have been we've been doing yoga. And he's taught me downward dog, and it's strengthened our relationship. And me, Reek, and Drew Rosenhaus, we all like to dap.
Okay. So you meditate with Tua, and you're doing yoga with. I mean, you're a busy man. You got a full schedule as head coach, off-season free agency, draft, meditation. You're fitting in yoga. Mike, you are putting in long hours. You are putting in really long hours.
That's right. I like to do it the hard way, but that's what being a head coach is all about.
It is. It really is. Now, you mentioned your general manager, Chris Greer of the Miami Dolphins. What's your relationship like with Chris? Do you guys often on the same page? Do you head back when there's say there's someone in the draft or there's a player to be signed? Do you guys agree the majority of the time? Do you not agree? What's your relationship like with Chris Greer?
Dude, me and Chris have a fondness towards each other. We actually like to eat Polo Tropical. Have you ever heard of that place?
I have not heard of that place.
It's an establishment all over Miami, and they serve polo, which I understand is chicken in Espanole. And Chris, he's a smart guy. The fan base is rude to him, and I think unfair. Especially that guy Daniel Lebatard. Is that his name?
Close enough.
But me and Chris are really close, and I trust that man to make the right decisions at the right time, and we're gonna have a great draft.
Yeah, and they'll be here before we know it, about 1 month from this week or so. Now, look, you're going into your 4th season as the Miami Dolphins head coach. And the first few years, you were the media darling. You were getting attention and positive feedback from everywhere. And now that the Dolphins, they haven't won a playoff game with you as their head coach. This past year, they didn't make the playoff. The fan base is turning on you a little bit. You're getting some heat. And some people feel, not me, some people feel that you're on the hot seat entering this year. Do you feel like if you don't have a good season this year, you might be fired by the Miami Dolphins?
So in the words of a guy who I think is president, if I don't make the playoffs this year, you're fired. And I'm well aware of that. And if that is the case, that's okay. I'll just become a yoga instructor.
It sounds like you're doing a lot of yoga, so that would actually be a nice little fallback plan for you if things don't work out here in the NFL as a head coach. Now, upcoming, like I said, in about a month is the NFL draft. Can you give us any hints? Can you tell the Dolphins fans, the faithful Dolphins fans, you got any hints or tidbits you can drop of who you guys might be selecting in this upcoming draft?
Dude, we're going to draft someone with arms.
That helps.
Legs.
That really helps.
Eyes. And someone who's got a tight end.
Yeah. Those are all things you need to sort of need to play the sport. So that's going to go a long way. And I do appreciate the
tight end.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. I absolutely hear what you're saying. I think fans of Dolphins can read between the lines there, and hopefully no other teams are watching this and they don't sort of, try to scoop your guy maybe. Yeah. I do thank you for a few moments of your time today. I've been wanting to talk to you for a long time. And hell, you're the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. But before I let you go, as we record this on Monday, what are you going to do after this interview? You got any plans for the rest of the day? What's the rest of your day like? It sounds like you already got out of the way. The yoga sounds like you already got out of the way. The meditation. What's the plan for the rest of the day?
I am probably going to play some Madden.
Drop some new plays?
Yep. I use it to scheme some new zone reads, some new options. So I'm going to do some of that. I'm going to run some plays with Zach Wilson in the game. And then I'm going to have probably some arepas.
Okay.
Because that's my favorite Miami food.
Awesome. It sounds like a full night there for you. Drop some new plays. Get ready for Zach Wilson, just in case. Never know with Tua. Sometimes he gets hurt. Just in case you got to play with Zach, you got to be ready. So I think fans of Dolphins are going to feel great that you're on Madden getting ready for the upcoming season. That is spectacular to hear. Well, Faux Mike McDaniel, I really do appreciate this. A few moments. I hope this is the last time we speak. I can have you on again sometime down the road. We really do appreciate you joining us here today on the DolphinsTalk.com podcast, and you have a great day.
Thank you, Mike, and fins up.
Fins up.